so we're here in Silver City, and this is the hotel room. It's a motel. The one thing I don't like is like these lighting. It's like not like a very warm lighting. It's like almost like sterile. Like I feel like almost like a hospital room almost. But tomorrow I'll be trying to go to the sites, but also I want to do a personal trip because I had a great grandmother that used to live down here, and we would visit her every summer. And I haven't been to Silver City in like 10 years, so some things have changed, some things have stayed the same. But tomorrow I want to go to the cemetery. So she's actually buried in the same cemetery as Billy the Kid's mom, if you can believe it. It's a really old cemetery. And there's also, I will also show, there's a recreation of Billy the Kid's, of what his house would have looked like here in Silver City. So I'll be sure to show you guys that. I was thinking maybe I could try to go downtown too, but I don't know. I have so many sites to get through. I mean, a lot of them are pretty close. Like the farthest one is like maybe like 40 or 50 miles away. But yeah, so I wanted to go to the cemetery to find her grave because I didn't go to her services when she passed away. And I also want to try to find her parents, which that's going to be a slog in itself because I remember my grandmother and we all, like, when we visited down here, like we would come sometimes visit the cemetery, and not dumb, but like when you're a young kid, you're not paying attention, you're not really caring about that stuff. But especially ever since I gotten into more like the genealogy and stuff, I wanted to find their graves again. And yeah, so I mean, I'll probably vlog that as well. Just for, even if it's not really entertaining for everyone else, just for my sake, just so I could always have something to go back to and remind me of my trip here. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Alright, what's up everyone? We're in Silver City. So my great grandma used to live here, and every summer we would come down here and go to her house and stuff. And so what I'm doing now is just kind of drive through a little bit, and well, first I'm gonna see if I can find her house. I know it was sold a few years ago, and they, from what I saw, because my great grandma was a green thumb, so she had lots of trees and plants. And from what it looks like is that they cut down a lot of those trees and put up like this really tall fence and stuff, so I won't even know if I'll even be able to see the house. But let's see if we can find it. Santa Rita. Oh, I think that's my great aunt used to live there in Santa Rita. Let me see. I think if we went this way, because we're coming up by the college here. Yeah, this is a real small town. It's just surreal being back here after all these years, you know? You got Western New Mexico University. Honestly, that's probably the only thing that keeps this town going is the college. I mean, there's like a lot of history here. Like, Billy the Kid lived here for a little bit. Geronimo was born not too far from here. Even, I was even doing more research, even Wyatt Earp, like as he was, him and the Vendetta posse, as they were like fleeing Arizona, they stayed here for a little bit, so that's cool. So even Wyatt Earp was here for a little bit as well. Alright, I think, what is this street? F Street? Let's see if I can do it from memory here. This is so surreal. 7th, 14. So I know she lived on Market Street. Should be up the road here. And I'll show you guys some other parts of Silver City too, but I just had to stop here first. Okay, so we're on Market Street. Was it left or right of here? I think it was right. Remember there was a park. And if you keep going past the park, I think this is it. No. This is it here. Yeah, this is it. That's the house right there. Oh, so they kept some of the trees. Here, let me pull over. So it looks like they kept some of the trees, but they have like this really tall fence. I'm gonna walk by it a little bit. She had like a really tall tree here and they cut that down. It's like one of those desert trees. I know I look like a weirdo, but I guess there was a pine tree there too. It's like, I think they kept some of the trees. It's surreal being back here. All right, I'll head back to the car. All right, so we're back in the car. So not as much, I mean, like the fence is a little bit tall, which I guess I understand. It was a low fence before, but I thought all the trees were cut down, but I guess they only cut down a few of them. They're still, I would love to see the back. I don't know if there's a way I could do that though, but my great grandma, she had all kinds, like she had like a apricot tree, she had like a cherry tree. It's funny, you know what? I think I might splice some of the, it's not gonna show me in there, but like just showing her like in the garden there. And
you look at Mr. Strikey tomatoes.
I never heard of Mr. Strikey.
I neither.
Husky cherry. Look at the pumpkins coming out.
Pumpkins?
Okay.
How long ago did you say you planted them?
They pop up. Yeah, they pop up. Oh, about a week, I think.
Ah.
The biggest fool that ever hit the big time.
Oh, even fools that play.
All I gotta do is act naturally.
we took that one, how long ago was that? It was like 15 years ago when we took that one. Wish I could see the back. That park there, we used to go to that park all the time. I want to see if I can find my Aunt Nina's house. We were on F Street, right? I know she lived on Santa Rita. Go say hi. No, I'm kidding. Honestly, I don't even know if she's there, because I remember a lot of times when we would visit, she would be gone like half the time anyway. So, because her daughter lived in Albuquerque. So, I mean, I think Aunt Nina, she probably would have to be 93, 94, something like that. So I would imagine that they wouldn't just let her stay here. I'd imagine they probably moved her, which is kind of sad, you know, because people like, when I first told people I was doing this trip, like, oh, you're going to go visit family. And I'm like, well, technically, yeah. They're not alive, but I'm going to go visit them, you know. But it's also, I think it just is good to go visit places like that. Like, kind of like, this is going to be a really obscure and weird reference. But like in that scene in Cobra Kai where Daniel goes to Okinawa after he hasn't been there in years, that's kind of like how it's similarly to here. Like, you're kind of still visiting even though they're not here, you know? Okay, so Santa Rita. I know that was a really obscure and weird reference, but that's how it is for me right now, okay? And then after this, I'll go to the cemetery, see if I could find it, because we didn't go to her services. Okay, is this Santa Rita here? No, it's west. I think it was a left turn here. This is Santa Rita here. She had like a really big house, I remember. Is that it here? That one may be it. No. I'm gonna go up a little bit. I know she lived on the corner, I think. This is it, I think. Yes, this one's it here. This one's it. Oh. That's it there. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was the house. I don't know, she kind of had a van like that. Who knows? Maybe she's still there. I don't know. I think that would be kind of, I mean, I could visit maybe, but I think it would just kind of be weird. Like, hey, I'm your, what would that be? Your third great nephew or something like that? Because she was my grandma's aunt. So, yeah, that would make her like my third great aunt or something like that. So, yeah, so, well, I'll go a little bit through downtown Silver City. I want to show some of the murals. I took a few videos of it earlier, but I want to take more of the murals in downtown Silver City. So I'm going to record when I get down there. Maybe I'll walk around a little bit too. Alright, so this is the downtown part. There's the sign. Fortunately, just like everywhere else in the country, there's more homeless than there were last time I was here. Alright, I'm gonna go see if I can find, I don't remember if I know where it was off memory. If I could find where there's a lodge, like a log cabin that's similar to what Billy the Kid might have lived in. I'm gonna go there next. Alright, so we're here at the Billy the Kid home site. This isn't the real one, but this is more of a recreated version of what it would have been like. I think it was around this area somewhere. So let's check it out. So, it's part of this 2003 movie, The Missing. Yeah. So who knows if he actually lived in this area. He did live in this area, but I don't think this is the actual spot. They got all locked up and stuff in there. Nice sign right there. It's funny, the downtown is actually smaller than I remember it being. I don't think you can really see in there. Yeah, kind of a little bit, it's just a window. Oh, I didn't even see that marker there. Yeah, that's interesting, because there's actually a lot of people don't talk about this, but especially here in New Mexico, there's a lot of a small portion of African Americans here that were descendants of the Buffalo Soldiers who were in this area, like at Fort Bayard, which is around here. There was Buffalo Soldiers stationed there. So there's a lot of people who were the descendants of those Buffalo Soldiers that are still in Silver City and the surrounding areas. So it's interesting. I didn't know that. Yeah, this is downtown Silver City. I think I'm gonna head to the cemetery now. I have no idea where my great grandma is, but I'm gonna see if I can find her. So we're in the same cemetery as where my great grandma is, and now we're at the grave of Catherine Atram, or Catherine McCarty, who is the mother of Billy the Kid. She was actually pretty, so it was 40, 69. So she was like only like 45, I think. Yeah, so I think it was tuberculosis was how she passed away. And as you can see, lots of flowers and stuff here for her. And Billy the Kid, he's buried all the way in Fort Sumter. Well, it's highly debated whether he's buried here or not. That's kind of always the case with some of the famous graves. Is like people are like, are they really buried there? Are they not? But yeah, so she's buried here. And he's buried in Fort Sumter, which is like in eastern New Mexico, almost by Texas. So he's way out there, but she's here in Silver City. So that's just another unique thing about this town. Like I was saying, is like there's just so much history here, and it's a very beautiful cemetery. Honestly, I think I like the Mescalero Indian one better because that one had tons of butterflies flying around and stuff. But this is still pretty nice here. All right, so I found the marker there for my great grandma. I put this little heart thing here. It took me a little bit to find it. I was like driving past, like, man, I'm having such a hard time finding it. And then like I was like, wait a minute, that headstone looks like the one online. And I found it finally. So that's her headstone there. So yeah, she was an incredible woman. She went through a lot in her life, and she's always kind of been she's always been a source of inspiration to me. And you know, kind of like how I was talking about, like with Nietzsche, like no matter how hard things get, that you can still, you know, persevere and still keep going, you know. So I think that's amazing that she's there. So, all right, well, I found her finally. So now I think I'm gonna try to find her parents too, but that might take a little bit as well. All right, I will see you there. That's supposed to be a Gila monster, but I think some of the pins fell out, or people were taking the pins out. And then here, we got the main man himself, Geronimo. He was born not too far from here too, off the Gila River, which is about maybe like 20-30 miles north of here. So I just thought that was interesting. All right, so we are here at the, I think it's called the San Vicente de Paul Cemetery here in Silver City. So this one's just outside of town. And I wanted to stop here because I wanted to find my great-great-grandparents. So these, these are my great-grandma's parents. So first over here, we have Lucas Melendres, which is her dad. It's kind of unfortunate. So what happened was he killed actually 2 people. So he was not the best guy. I don't know, maybe who might have judged? Maybe he was going through his own stuff, but yeah, so I know he killed 2 people. This one right here next to him is the woman that he married after he killed my great grandma. So, yeah, so that's him. And then over here we have his father, Francisco Melendres, but they just had it as Frank. So that was Lucas's dad. So this is my great-great-great-grandfather. And over here we have Carmen. Well, her full name was Maria del Carmen Fresques Melendres, and that was Lucas's mother. So my great-great-great-grandmother. So 3rd great-grandmother. I walked a lot of the cemetery trying to find it. And then this here is Petra Melendres. So this is my great-grandma's mother. So she's my great-great-grandmother. And she was the one who was killed. As you can see, nació, so nació means born. So she was born May 19th, 1902. Murió, so died August 27th, 1932. So remembered by her husband and kids. I wonder why they spelled it like that, because usually like if they're going to say, E, they just put like a Y. Unfortunately, this thing's almost falling apart. I put some wood on here to... This thing is look how loose it is. It's very loose. And eventually this thing's going to fall and this thing's going to break. I wonder if I should just... Because look, this thing is it's going to rot, I don't know if I have enough time to do that. I was going to see if I could just build another box. But I don't know if I have enough time to do that. Or even like what I might do is just maybe set this on the ground. Because this thing's going to fall off. There's nothing really to protect it though, that's a problem. Unless maybe, well, this is on there too. I was going to say unless I just take this off and put it down. Because this thing's going to fall off. It's going to fall. It's only going to be a few years. I mean, granted, it's been up for 100 years, so... But this thing is going to fall off. I'm almost tempted to do that. If I can't... I don't know if I have enough time, though. That's the thing. To put a new box up. Or, like I said, I could cut it on the ground. Cut it and put it on the ground. Because I don't think anyone really tends to this. Like, as you can see, someone put this. But this was, like, probably a few years ago when someone put this on there. So maybe I'll do that. I'll try to find a new box. Like, I'll cut this off and take it off, and then I can just put it down here. That way it's at least, because this is just going to fall off. Alright, well, that's the overview of the whole Melendres plot. And, yeah, so that's pretty much it for the cemeteries here in New Mexico. I have some in Arizona I'm going to visit as well. Alright, so here's an update. I scrambled and found a few things at Walmart. So one of the things I found was like a Halloween lantern. And I took the stuff out of it. And then there's I put 2 like plastic things here to kind of protect it. And then the other thing was like a birdhouse. Because originally I thought they would both fit in the birdhouse. But they didn't. So I was like, I'll just get both of them. So I think it looks a lot better. And it looks like it was actually painted up here. Like it was blue and this is red. So I guess the whole thing was painted. But yeah, that thing was gonna fall down, so I'm definitely glad I fixed it. It looks a lot better now, and hopefully it'll last a little bit longer. So that's an update regarding this grave. So yeah, because it's like today I'm leaving, I'm heading towards Arizona, so I'm like, I need to figure out something because I can't just leave it like that. So all right, I will see you guys later. What happened was I recorded this whole part on the wrong setting on my camera. so there's no audio. So I'm just going to recount what I said and then kind of give my final thoughts on my trip to Silver City. So what I was saying was I just left the cemetery visiting my great-grandma one more time before I left for Arizona. And it was really great being back in Silver City. And it's kind of like how I told you guys, I think it's good to sometimes visit a place even though someone isn't there. Even though I didn't technically have anyone to visit, I still visited in a sense. And, you know, I loved coming back here to Silver City. And I think I will definitely come back in the future. I think just, you know, not only Silver City, but just New Mexico in general is just my home away from home. And yeah, so I will definitely come back here. So let's enjoy the drive of just passing through the rest of Silver City. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time.